as I'm sure we'll see. But other than that, I thought it was quite a comfortable evening. I thought Casemiro and Ugarte, I think that could be the start of something. If we're looking forward towards Amorim, that looks like a partnership that could be good together. I think it allows Bruno a little bit more freedom up the top of the pitch. It was a little bit disappointing in Highland, really. Thought he had a tough night, a difficult night. I think he will improve, though. I think he will get better once he's coached by a coach who I think will believe him. I'm not saying Rude doesn't believe in him, but we've seen the effect that the centre forward has over in Sporting Lisbon. He scores lots of goals, and I think Ireland is capable of that. Obviously for Diallo as well, it's a great night for him. Somebody who's in and out, really needs to try and cement a place, and I think tonight has gone a long way to doing that.
He began this season starting pretty much most of the games under Erik ten Hag, Ahmad, and then he kind of went out of the team a little bit. He's worked his way back in tonight, just his second start in 9 games, and he looked fresh out there, Karen.
Yeah, we picked him out first 20 minutes, brightest player, sharp, quick, had energy, and he did a press in the first part of the game, and he got the crowd going, and sometimes you need that here. Obviously the mood has been flat, but I keep mentioning the word energy because sometimes running, that gets the crowd going, and obviously that helped him get his second goal as well. But I thought he was the brightest spark tonight. It's just, as a young player and a wide player, is consistency. And you mentioned he's been in and out. You have to be consistently good as a wide player and do the right things at the right time, but that comes with age.
And here's the man who's been coaching him since the start of this season. Ruud van Nistelrooy has come back out to join us. Ruud, thank you so much. We've just been kind of having an overview of the full 90 minutes. What did you make of it?
Let's start with a pretty poor first half, and then I'm nice. And second half was way better. That was clear. I think Ahmad made a difference for us today, obviously because of his goals, but he was sharp. I think in the first half was also one of the few that had his level. So well done to him. Good game. I think positionally we weren't good at all in the first half. We left our positions. We were taking lots of other positions than we set, because in their 4-4-2 there was 4 midfielders for us against the 2, so to give them a problem. So we were too much out of position, and we didn't get the game going. Second half, that was a lot better, and then we got into the game.
Let's focus on the positives then, because Ahmad was a bright spark out there for you today. Yeah. These were his first goals since August, so let's take a look at them, because the first one was a header.
Yeah. He doesn't stay in that position as much as I think he should do. You see him in the right hand side, the left hand side, right back, left back, and you can understand because he's trying to help the team. Yeah. Now, these last couple of games you've actually played Ugarte and Casemiro behind him with that extra security. It looked like tonight for the first time that Bruno actually played in his position a lot more. Is that something you've tried to say to him?
Yeah, I tried to say it to the whole team. If we can keep those positions, the 10s, and it was Ahmad today from the right inside with Mazraoui high up and Bruno on the other side. There's 2 players who can play in these spaces. If we can get from the 6s to them or via the sides to them, then we have everything to play for. We got Rasmus with his runs. It was actually the first good good attack in the game where we found him behind the pressure.
The pass was just a little bit short.
A little bit short for Rasmus here when he made the run, and it's exactly what we wanted to achieve. But then we left our position so much again, and it's all goodwill, but it's not helping the team. Not only Bruno, but more players. And second half we stayed more in those positions and we found each other easier, and that led to more danger.
I think that's key for Rasmus as well. You need partnerships in team, don't you? And I think as long as you can get people close to him, I think he had a little bit of a difficult tonight. It weren't his best night, but as you say, that first little bit where Bruno turns, he's in the space, Rasmus makes the run, he can do that, but it didn't happen enough tonight for him.
Didn't happen enough. Second half we were better in positions, but also some crosses where he makes runs in the box that didn't come at the time. So but overall, I said to the lads before the game, it was a year ago since there was the last European win at Old Trafford. I had to
crazy.
We showed that, and we looked at that, and can't believe this. So we need. I also urge to, it's time to get this turned around and change and build on on something again, and that's what it's about, I think, at this period of time at the club in general.
Yeah, it's a big win. It's a big win.
Ruud, one more game in the dugout as interim manager here on Sunday against Leicester. How much have you enjoyed this spell, albeit short?
Oh, well, you know, for me it was important to get results coming, and there was the Leicester game, the Chelsea game, and now this one. So you know, I can only be happy with the performance that the players put in, and the bit that I could do to help them. I enjoy it, but you know, Sunday is another one, and I'm so focused on doing that then. You know, hardly thinking of what will be next, but it will be a time to do so.
We know you're determined to stay. Have you checked that phone yet? You said
I
you were
did
going
when I
to.
left your desk. I
Nothing.
did completely. I checked my Wi-Fi, and it was all on. So nothing yet. Patience.
Ruud, thank you. We
Thank
really
you so
appreciate your
much.
time. Thank you so much.
You. Take care. Thanks.
Brilliant. All the best, mate. Good to see you.
Paul, as always, great to hear from Ruud. It has been a really short spell, but you can tell just how much he's embraced it.
He just looks like a manager when you see him on the sideline. There's that passion there. He even dresses like a manager. He looks like a manager.
What is it, the role?
Trainers as well. It must be that, the long coat. I don't know what it is, but it just he speaks well, does he? He's nice and calm, nice and relaxed. Goes about his business really, really well, and I'm pretty sure he must have the bug back to be a manager. When you've done it and been successful as he was in Holland as well, going back to being assistant, it must be quite difficult because you'll be frustrated. And I asked him about that before the game, because there are the certain things you'll want to do that you don't agree with the manager, and you can say it, but it doesn't matter. The buck stops with the manager. And I think Ruud now. Look, I don't know if he's going to stay. I don't know. That'll be up to the new men. The men are from Ineos, of course.
Would you be disappointed if he didn't?
I don't know if disappointed is the right word, because I think he should be manager. Just watching the 3 games, he did well in Holland, as I say. He won the Dutch Cup, he won other things. He just looks like he's made to be a manager to me. I don't think he should be anybody's, not puppet, but I think he's better than being an assistant manager. I think he should be managing a club.
We interview a lot of people, don't we? And like there is a certain charm and charisma about him.
Presence.
There's a presence
there's
about
a
him,
presence. I mean, I asked him a question earlier and I was like, well, I'm not sure whether he'll like it. And he kind of came back with it and I was like, you've got something about you there. Because maybe other people we've interviewed would just back that off. And even on the side, there is that, again, that presence. He's leaning on his team. He just looks confident. I know it might be interim period, but I certainly think...
He looks like he's got a really good way with his players. Well, I think the players, when they came off, they were respectful of him. You know, they shake his hand and give him a little hug here and there. So it just feels right for me to Ruud go on to be a manager. But look, if he wants to stay, he's got his contract to stay, as he said, for the next 18 months. And if the powers that be still want him, then why not?
Yeah, he's done a great job, unbeaten so far in the 3